How's it going, guys? Welcome to Millennial Gamer. I'm your host, James. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. Now, I have done a lot of stuff off screen here. First of all, I'll quickly show you. We are now level 53. That double leveling, oh my god, that's the best thing ever. I love it so much. We did loads of leveling in the underground palace bit. I fought a bunch of the Wendigo and stuff like that. We've also got a boatload of money back, so I managed to earn all that back from spending it on stupid armor and one of the previous episodes. So now we're all absolutely in a really, really good place. So, I did that, and as per the last episode, when I was editing the, when I was editing the end of it, all those pinewood chops bit, it was really annoying for me to edit, and I don't think it was that great for the end of the video, to be honest. So I made an executive decision, and I'll just show you by pressing pause, which is the wrong button. We're going to go to inventory here, and then go to loot, and you can see at the bottom here, I have 27 pinewood chops, right? There are 28 maximum. So in my off time, I obviously went around and I got all the chops, and I did all the rumors and blah, blah, blah. Essentially, I used a guide online to help me with it, and in each one of these districts there is a bunch of pinewood chops. Like in the Treant district, there's 6 pinewood chops. I've literally got it over here. There's 6 pinewood chops. In the Rien district, I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then there are 5 in the Nilbasi, and then in the Mulberry district there's 9. So, and that took nearly an hour to do. So I was considering doing it in the video, but it is so much reading. I'm not the best reader. I'm not the most comfortable reader either, and I'm happy to read for for the context of the game, but that was so much, and I just felt uncomfortable doing it. So I decided to do it in my off hours and save the last one for this video, so you can see me complete and get all the pinewood chops. I just didn't think it was going to make a great video. The first hour, it'd probably be cut down, so the first 45 minutes to half an hour to 45 minutes would have been just doing pinewood chops. I'm not about that life. Okay, so for the last one, we are looking for a smitten man. A man who is completely smitten, right? So you have to literally, luckily the two that correlate with each other, the beginning of the tale that you have to remember, and then the retelling of a tale to someone else, they all are in the same district. So if you get one that's in the Treant district, the other side is going to be in the Treant district. So you're not back and forth in between all 4 of these districts, which would really suck. It has been nice going around Archades, though, which has been really cool. The Imperial City. So we're looking for a smitten man. That's our goal right now, to finish this off, and then I think we can go into a shop and basically, no, we don't want to leave here. This is in the Treant, right? And I'm in the Treant, right? Yes. A man who is smitten. Where are you? I can't remember where they are. There's so many. 28. A smitten man. There you are. I've worked so hard and for so long. All for money, and indeed, I've accumulated some wealth. Yet I've realised I want neither money nor power. Both I've had, and neither satisfy me. I found out that what I wanted when I met her, a client's daughter. The moment I saw her, I knew. Commit this memory to tale. This is the last one. So, this site that I've got up here gives me the name of the person who gives me the tale. It tells me what the tale is, so client's daughter. And we're looking for, literally, a smitten woman. So, now we have to literally roam around looking for someone who's called a smitten woman. You can see how their names hover above their head. Sometimes it just says Arcadian, and you have to speak to them to know their name. Once you have, it does reveal it. So, I have already spoke to everybody. So we just need to find a smitten woman, and we're done. So let's search around. You're a smitten man. We've already spoken to you. So, as soon as we find this smitten woman, we are good to go. Girl on an errand. Smitten woman. There you go. I'm having trouble putting a man I met. I'm having trouble putting a man I met. I did read that right. A business associate of my father. From my mind, he was so dashing, so mysterious. Of course, I'm certain a gentleman of his means would be affianced at the very least. AFFAIANCED. You see, I'm terrible at reading. Of course you would. Okay, relay the tale of the client's daughter. What? He said that about me? For true? Are you... Is he sure? Perhaps he meant another. If it is truly me he asked about after, I certainly accept. I'm not reading all of it. Right, I got the last Pinewood chop. That's it now. There's only 28. I believe it does say here 28 chops, and it says in the book it's actually a lot of fun to listen to all the things. Obviously that's going to be biased because the book is made by Square Enix. But excuse me, my eyes are all watery. I'm still feeling so ill. But the videos must go on, damn it. So, now that we've got all 28 Pinewood chops, which is great, I promise you we're going to get to some actual action here. We're going to go and meet Balthier. Oh, God, my eye. Which is, when you leave, he goes, oh, are you leaving without me, were you? And then eventually he rejoins. Thank God, because I thought, oh my God, we're going to have to level up without Balthier here, which would suck. Let's go into here. Because there was a part at the top, right? There was the regular shop, and then there was the part at the top, which they were on about Pinewood chops. So, do I have to spend them? I don't want to spend them. Shopkeeper, hello. Trade Pinewood chops for sandalwood. What are Pinewood chat and sandalwood chops? See, I don't know what any of that is. Do I want to trade Pinewood chops for sandalwood? Is that what I want to do? Give me a second. Screw it, we're going to do it. Trade pine chops for sandalwood. Very well, here's your sandalwood chops. You obtained a sandalwood chop. Congratulations on getting your sandalwood. This designates you as a most promising ardent. Why? You might even make gentry one day. I don't know what any of this means. To be honest, I've not overly enjoyed this bit. That's why I did it away from camera. Those with the sandalwood may ride cabs and get into Central. Okay. Again? Ah, I see you've already got your sandalwood. You won't be needing to do any business with me then. Best of luck to you. Okay. Let's try it in another shop and see if that's the case. Did I trade all my Pinewood chops for that sandalwood? Let's see. I'll check in the old inventory. I'll check the old loot by pressing pause. I always pressed the wrong buttons. I lost all my Pinewood chops for one. Right. An elegantly carved table inlaid with gold. It is a mark of status held by gentry in the imperial city of Archades. Okay? Let's try another shop. Well, there's no point. I don't have any sandalwood chops. But it does mean I can go literally anywhere now, which is really, really cool. I would have thought somewhere else would have shown up in the map, though. Either way, let's go and meet Balthier. Let's go and do that, because story stuff now. And then, once we've done these little bits, just before we're going to leave Archades into the next sort of portion of the story here, I am just going to quickly check. Before we leave Archades into the next portion of the story, we're going to get some side quest stuff done. Now, not a lot. One of them is a long-winded side quest. It says so. However, part of that side quest is beating the Bomb King, which we already did. So, we should be fine. And we've skipped quite a big part of that, because that took me like 20 minutes or whatever it was. Trade chops for sandalwood. Yeah, I've already done it. So that's fine. Yeah, part of that side, it's quite a long-winded side quest, and it's a two-parter side quest. But because we've got to a certain point in the game, we can do both parts in one big foul swoop, which we're going to be doing. But for this, let's first go into, actually, did I want to go back into the Charlotte's Magicry, whatever it was called? Because there's a second part of the side quest I can do there, I think, which is just collect a reward, I believe. We do so many side quests that I forget what we've actually done. How can one remember all of these things? Okay, yes, that's the one we want to go into. And we're looking for... Who are we looking for? We're looking for July. If they are here. Which would be cool. There you are. Shh, don't talk to me. You! I met you in Albina, did I not? Do you remember me? I'm July, the street here. Why, thank you. I received a fine reward from my wife. From the wife of an Imperial particularly unfond of chocobos. Oh, was she the one trying to get past those Imperials? In fact, I owe you my gratitude. Here. A salamander halcyon? Terrible reading. So long then. What am I doing now? I work for an inquiry agency. As a matter of fact, the coin is good, but it's wearisome work, really. There you go. That's one side quest completed. Nice and quick, just how I like it. Don't take that out of context. So she was the lady that was with the Imperials when we tried to get through with the Chocobo in Nalbina. I remember. I've got smart brain. So now we're going to go and continue our quest. Now we can actually get across the bridge. We only needed 8 to get to both there. But I wanted to get them all, so it was all out of the way. So, forgive me. If you did want to see all those bits, I am sorry. But I found it highly tedious. Cab guide. Is that a sandalwood chop I see? Very well. This cab is for the Sinoble. Good sir. Take me to Sinoble. The T is silent, right? I'm making a lot of assumptions on a language I don't speak there. Oh, that's cool, though! Nice, I've done a lot of leveling up. I think I've spent about, 4 hours leveling up, so... Wow. So how big is the city? I bet it's massive, isn't it? There's our boy. Ah, so pleased you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Draclaw researchers. It's just up ahead. We'll take that and go on through this service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Is that it? I am touching this gate crystal. Let's do a save. Let's do a save. That's a smart thing to do, I believe. I'm in these areas now. Let's do a little explore, because we haven't explored anything in this area. I can now teleport to Archades, which is amazing. It's gonna... Ooh.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Draclaw.
My lord.
My lord. Something about that sound, the footstep sound of the armies.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not. Though this will make our task more difficult still.
Bosch speaks! Okay. Is there nothing else here to do? I've saved it, so if we're... Can we go in this way? Is that a thing? Okay, I'm terribly sorry, but there has been an emergency. No one is allowed to enter the Central at this time. Please come again. This is as far as I can go in the city. Okay. No entry to the Central at this time, and refrain from suspicious behaviour until things settle down. You know what I mean. Do I know what you mean? Do I? It says in order to continue, we do need to speak to the cab guide. But we should be... Oh, okay. Don't worry. Cutscenes. Central took your time getting here, didn't you? Certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? Or seeing the sights, perhaps? Not likely. Do you know how long it took to get the chops to get up here? Yeah, about an hour. What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. What a git. Jules! Tisk tisk. A squad of judges has been sent to Draclaw. You'll find the service entrance rather a difficult proposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You know how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaughn come out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Draclaw. Of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for word of the prodigal son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Draclaw is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's consents. Oh, so one of the things I failed to click on in one of the previous episodes is that Dr. Sid is obviously Balthier's father. What an idiot. I only figured that out, like, after I was watching it. I was like, oh my god, why didn't I say that in the episode? But yeah, that's another massive revelation. All developed within the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why? Not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now there's a catch. Since Vane had himself declared dictator, nary a peep has come out of that laboratory. I know people who would sell their own mum for the merest scrap of information about the goings on inside Draclaw. People like Rosarian sympathizers, worried about the Empire's weapons program, and anyone else who might be opposed to the House Solidor hegemony? I don't know that word. So, we create a disturbance, and you get your windfall of dirt on the Draclaw. And in exchange for your services, I've spoken to a cabbie. When he asks where you want to go, tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? Ah, a deal. Brokered in true Archades fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Jules. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master Master Balthier. Ooh. He's got 2 F's in his name. Okay, so we just speak to this guy, and we get what we want. We get to go to the Draclaw laboratory, basically. We don't want to do that. It's time for side quest stuff. So the first thing we want to do is we want to teleport. Where do we want to teleport? So luckily, we've got 87 teleport stones, because once you get the attacking chain, the enemy chain up to... we actually want to go Rabanasta. Once you get the enemy chain up really high, a lot of the enemies just drop teleport stones, especially a lot of the higher level enemies. I was getting 830 XP per Wendigo. That was doubled. Plus, that gave us loads of license points. I actually haven't done anything with the license points in a long while. Why are we in Rabanasta? Because I believe I've forgotten something. So, in order to do this side quest, we need to have defeated the Orthos, which we have, and obtained the Blackened Fragment. I must have also defeated the White Mousey, and, what was the other one? and gained the sluice gate key, which we did. And then ideally, I should have also defeated the mark named the Wraith, which we have. But I think I forgot something and obtained a dust letter on the table in Deeg's residence. So, we're in Lowtown because I don't believe I got that. Where is Deeg's residence? So it's that one there, right? So we're just going to head right up. I don't think I retrieved that because I don't see it in my inventory. All this is going to loop back, and it leads us back into the Gadam Scythe waterway, the most dangerous place in the world right now. Although it was easy last time, wasn't it? Easy, he says. Let's go into this residence because I believe I forgot to pick something up during that quest. And we need it in order to complete what we're doing here. I don't even think I went inside here. Did I? I can't. Mate, that quest, it was the Wraith, so it was ages ago. Letter. You find a letter on the table, and it reads, I know my days grow short. I regret only that I shall not have the opportunity to return that item entrusted to me all these many years. I have divided it into 4 pieces in hopes this might prevent it falling easily into researchers' hands. I have enclosed the whereabouts of one of the 4 in the event this rightful owner should come seeking to recover it. Stop the water's flow, then loose it once more. East, southeast, east, south, east, southeast, east, southwest, southeast. I pray that I rest there undisturbed. The dusty letter. So I'm glad I came back to get that. So we do, in fact, have everything we need to do this side quest now. Which is good, because if we wanted to do this, we'd have to do all those marks right now. Although I'd probably cream those marks right now. But it don't matter. They're already done, so it doesn't matter. I need to figure out where I'm going. Right, so we've teleported to the Silica Wood. Right? So this side quest is called the Nabudis Medallion Hunt. We want to go through here. We've already defeated the boss, thankfully. So we're going to be able to get through to this area, and we want to get to, where did it say? The Deadlands. Corridor of Ages. We don't want to go that way, so we want to go... And then we want to travel further north, okay? So we're literally just headed north. Let's do this. Right, we've already defeated this enemy, so we're absolutely fine there, which is great. So it was worth doing in the end, because now I'm a lot stronger now, though. I would have defeated it a lot more easily. I get carried away. I get carried away and need to do things. That's my problem. It doesn't matter now. Apparently the enemies in the next section, though, they're pretty tough. So, luckily, we are so highly leveled, and we're good to go. So let's just rip and tear like the bloomin' Doomslayer. Right, we're head north. Everything around here is just going to be so easy now. In this immediate area, anyway. What are you? A Baknami. A Baknami. Still got a stupid axe, which isn't amazing, but doesn't overly matter. Getting into some action, Jackson. Boom. Oh, that did a lot of damage, though. A lot of damage. Don't forget, I'm getting double experience through this as well, which is nice. Be nice to get another level up in this... oh, poisoned? We don't want that. Let's get some poisoner on the go here. Oh, I was slowed, and he instantly hasted me. God, I love the gambits. What a great system. Oh, literally just heading straight forward. I'm also blind. So let's go blinding her as well. I should use the... what was I going to say? I should be using the license points now to get more quickenings, so I can get bigger quickening chains. Should be, he says. Okay, beyond this point is really dangerous, apparently, so... Oh, we're getting protected. Let her cast Protect first, and then we can go through. So this is a big, dangerous area. Again, if you didn't know, I've got the guidebook just out of screen here. Like, you can just see the edge of the book here. It's the official guide as well. The Nabrius Deadlands. Nabrius? The Nabrius Deadlands. So the enemies here, pretty tough. But we're not going to be here for a massive amount. Oh, they are as well. We're good. As long as we keep ourselves healed, we should be fine. Wow! Okay. Really tough enemies. Oh, they're giving me 1,000 license points each. Not license points. 1,000 experience each, which means I'm getting 2,000 experience each here. Okay. We're good. This is just a small pocket. This is only a little bit. Jeez Louise. Okay, give me a second. I'm just going to have a quick read. Right, let's keep ourselves healed. We are in dangerous territory here. We're looking for the... what's the name of the area here? The Muted Scrap. Or the Mutted Scrap. Oh, there is a save crystal here. Oh, is that it? Is this all we needed to do? I'm not going to save it. Oh, is that it? How would you know to come here other than the guidebook, though?
This is all that remains of Nabudis. 2 years ago, it was destroyed utterly by a mysterious force. The work of the Midlight Shard.
Ooh.
This? In just 2 years? How?
As the Dawn Shard brought down the Leviathan and her fleet, a fell mist spilled forth. It is like the same thing happened here. The Nethicite's mist has corrupted the life of this place. It is a necrohol overrun with beasts.
Jeez.
We tread here on a fool's errand. We'd best turn back.
It's nice to hear Bosch's voice, though, I tell you. We can technically go... Oh, we can't go around. Can we go around here? It's not showing that we can go there. Oh, it is. We don't need to anyway. We want to speak to our friend here, who is by the ruins. We want to speak to this guy. Right. Yes. You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. Bad for the circulation, you know. Behold, the ruin Nethicite has wrought on Nabudis. No shadow of its glory remains, and it is a sprawling pool of creatures that feed on mist. I'm terrified of going into there. If you hold life dear, you will turn back. Me? I am Maculio. Macleo. I await the coming of the hero, one to destroy the creatures sealed in Nabudis. We foresaw the coming of a hero, and by the way of preparation, I bade my discipline fetch the keys that will break the seals within Nabudis. That's probably what we're looking for. 2 names that I will not try and pronounce are loyal, but it cannot be said they are quick. You may yet see them return from this task. Okay. I assume that's the 2 people we're looking for then. Luckily, I've got the guide to help me with that. So, I think now we are going to return to Rabanasta. Either way, I've got to get back to a teleport crystal. Luckily, I've got so many teleport crystals that's going to be able to... That makes this so much easier for me to do this. Any more badniks? I thought there was going to be loads. 122 gil. Come on now. Yeah, I thought it was going to be this big trek through this land taking on super dangerous enemies. Although it probably would be going through Nabudis. So let me get back to this save crystal, and then we'll probably get back to Rabanasta. Right, so as you can see, we've not only returned to Rabanasta, but we've returned to the Garamscythe Waterway. Because we want to go into here. This bit has always intrigued me, this. Again, this is all new to me. But it looks as though we're now going to finally play with these controls here in Garamscythe Waterway, which I believe we are in the right area here. The central waterway controls. That's exactly where we want to be. Okay, you can see 4 numbered walkway control switches in front of you. Start by using the sluice key on the number 10 walkway control to open the sluice gate. Turn the device and turn the device light off. Okay. So that's a number 11. That's a number 4. That's a number 3. That's a number 10. Use the sluice gate key. Open the sluice gate. I believe. Okay. So that turns those off, which is what we wanted to do. All right. And those are filled now. Okay. So now that we've done that, make sure the device is... and can start using the sluice gate key number 10. The others should all be open. But if any are closed, open them as well. Right. So we need to open the other ones. The others should all be open. Wait. But if any are closed, make sure they are open. I believe... they're all open, yeah, because they're those things that's literally out of the way above here. They're those things. So they should all be open. Now follow the cryptic directions on the dust letter. And close the Wait, what? Right, apologies for the stop gaps, but this is requiring precise instructions as I nearly dropped the book off the desk here. Now it says... now, follow the cryptic directions of the dust letter. I don't know what it means by follow the cryptic directions of the dust letter. And close the number 11 waterway. So let's do that. Close the number 11 waterway. Which is now what we've done. Okay. And the number 4 waterway, which is this one. Okay, so it says the dust letter, blah, blah, blah. Close the number 11 waterway, which we've just done, and the number 4 waterway, and then open the number 11 waterway. Okay. Now close number 3 waterway. Now closing number 3 waterway. And finally open number 4 waterway. And finally open number 4 waterway. Okay. Now make your way to the other side of the central water where you just saw the last gate rise. I heard like a diddly-diddly. Where you just saw the last gate rise. So it's this way, right? Right, it says there should be shiny objects on the floor. Shiny object. You obtained a dull fragment. Okay. Now I've got a dull fragment. Now we need to go... cool, that was fairly convoluted, if I do say so myself. How would you even know to do that? How would you know to do that? Unless the dusk letter tells you, like, vaguely how to do that. I don't know if I'd have been able to do that without the old guidebook, so thank you to the guidebook. Once we've got that, After we've got the examine it to obtain a dull fragment. After this, head to... We're going to visit old Dallin. We haven't seen Dallin in literally ages. For me, weeks and weeks. But episodes ago. The last time we visited old Dallin was before escaping Nalbina. Right, we are here. Dallin's house. Amazing. Apparently there should be someone else in here. Right? Yes. That's one of the names that we saw. Rokenmo. Rokenmo? Who might you be? My errand is with Dallin, so if you do not mind. Dallin, this isn't one of the children that you were telling me about, is it? You did a nod. Oh, old Dallin. As a matter of fact, it is. Vaughn, I want you to hear what my friend has to say. I think you may be able to help him. I am Rokenmo. He has a cool face. I have come from Nabudis to visit an acquaintance of mine, a man whose care I left a most important object. Sadly, it would seem that he succumbed to disease and passed away, only just recently, as Dallin tells me. He must have known his death was near, as he took measures to see that this object would not fall into the wrong hands. I am most grateful. He split this object into 4 to lessen the chance of any one person who might come into possession of the whole. One of these he gave to Dallin, who has just now returned it to my keeping. The whereabouts of the others are not known to me. What I do know is that one of the 3 was given to a person and the other 2 were hidden. I'm sure what I ask of you now is clear enough. I need you to find these objects and bring them to me. This is not a thing I would normally ask of a perfect stranger, but Dallin tells me that the children look up to you. Well, what can I say? Their knowledge may be the key. When I am in possession of all 4, then, well, we shall consider what then. What when the time comes. The man I came to see lived in the North Sprawl. His house is vacant now, by all accounts. I'm not sure precisely where it is, but it may be worth the effort to locate it. There might be some clue to aid your research. Oh, I've nearly forgotten an essential detail. The item I'm looking for is a medallion. Should you find something that might be a part of this medallion, pray bring it to me, my boy. Okay, and that kicks this off proper. So now, we want to head to the North Sprawl, and there's 2 people we can speak to, but there's only one of those people that I'm interested in speaking to, which is our boy, Kites, which we haven't spoke to in ages. I think I spoke to in passing at one point, but it was very, very brief. But yeah, speak to my boy, Kites. Last I remember, Kites was up here, loitering around the Gadam South Waterway entrance, right? I believe. I think he's one of these green dots here. When I say green dots, I'm looking on the map behind my head. There he is! A medallion? Hey, that's funny. Me and Philo just started looking for a medallion too. There was this guy that used to live around there somewhere. He used to live around here somewhere. They say he was a sky pirate. He escaped from Nabudis, only he's dead now. He had this medallion that he never let out of his sight, and he hid it somewhere before he died. When we heard about all of that, we got curious. So Philo and I started looking around for it, but we haven't found anything in Lowtown. Check the shops in Rabanasta too. We checked the shops in Rabanasta too, but so far, nothing. That just leaves the city streets. Maybe you should look there, Vaughn. Okay. It's one of those quests that's just back and forth, all over the place. So let's, what am I doing? Now we're headed to the streets of Rabanasta once more. I love the way Lowtown looks. I know it's supposed to be a slum, but I don't know, it looks pretty cool. Is the actual air, or is that sunlight coming down from there? Oh, I'm walking into the water. Anyway, let's hit the streets of Rabanasta. Right, so we're out of Lowtown, and we're going to head here to the Southern Plaza with all the fountain and stuff. And we're looking for, I believe, a curious woman. So, you're not a woman. So we're looking for a curious woman. So keep your eyes out. I'm literally just going to hover over everyone until someone comes up with curious woman. Here is our curious woman. Doesn't look as though I'll find anything today. Oh, I beg your pardon. It's nothing. Nothing at all. Do you need something? Do you know me? I have this condition. I don't know who I am or why I'm here. I simply can't remember. Maybe talking to you will help. Okay, I'll listen. I must have been out walking in the desert. That's where I awoke. Fortunately, I could see the city gates, so I made my way here, making my way downtown. But with no money, I had to resort to selling odds and ends I find in the fountain, and I still can't answer the question, who am I? The only thing I can recall is that someone gave me this necklace of Rabanasta make. Judging by the style, it is my own memento. The rest is a blank to me. The necklace itself seems quite ordinary. I would not expect to have come from an armory shop or of the like. If I can only find out who had given this to me, perhaps then I would remember more. Won't you help me, please? So, what we want to do now is head to the bazaar. Because I believe that's where she got her necklace made, because it's not made in one of the shops. Right, we want to speak to a Bangar merchant. Welcome to the Movers Bazaar, What's the matter, my boy? You lost? Lost. Ask about the necklace. Sorry, I just carry the wares. I don't sell them. Try someone else. Okay. So we want to speak to the next one. It's not you, is it? You just sell me bazaar goods. Do you sell anything good? What is that? Reverse effects of restoration items such as potions. Why would I need that? No, it's not you. We need... Oh, it might be you. Hello, anything can I help you with? Ask about the necklace. A necklace? No, I don't think... Wait. One may have passed through my shop. What kind of necklace did you say it was? We describe. Yes, that sounds like the necklace, all right. I sold that to an Imperial, I did. Oh, great. Maybe you know the one. He used to pace about the second floor of the Sandsea with his... like he owned the place. They all walk around like they own the place. And that was before the Order came down, barring the Imperials from frequenting the taverns. I rarely see him there anymore. No doubt he's found a new place in town to while away the hours. I'm sure you could find him with a little legwork. Luckily, I don't need legwork because I have a guide that's going to help me with that. We want to head to the magic shop. So we're going to use my little Moogle buddy here. And we want to head to the Sandsea, because that's the quickest way to get to the magic shop. I'm sorry about all the cuts, by the way. I keep getting a tickly nose, and I can't sneeze because of the condition I've got at the moment and the reason why I've been so ill. I have something called costochondritis, and I might be butchering that. But every time I cough or I exert a lot of sort of chest motion, which also includes sneezing, it hurts to high hell. It is searing pain. So I'm having to, every time my nose feels like it's going to sneeze, I'm having to blow my nose like severely to try and stop it from sneezing, because it's either blow my nose or sneeze and be in pain. So there's going to be a lot of weird cuts in this one. Anyway, enough about that. We want to get to the magic shop. We're going to talk to one of the Imperials in here. Right, there he is. He's the one. Sotted Imperial. Don't stand there gaping like a codfish. Well, ask about the necklace. Necklace? What about the necklace? Tell him about the woman near the fountain. What do we say? Okay, it says, tell him about the woman near the fountain. So, this woman who's forgotten who she is. This necklace is hers, is it? Alright, boy. Here's what you're going to do. Bring her here. I want to meet her. If you're telling the truth, then we'll talk about the necklace. And if you're not, well, no telling what might happen to your little friends in Lowtown. Now, is there? How does he know about all that? So before you go slipping out of town, be sure to say goodbye to your friends. I tell you what, the Imperials, they're just horrible. I think they enjoy it. Right, we're back in the South Sprawl in Lowtown, and we're looking for Philo, Vom, which I do not know where they are. Fidget, Layabout, Philo. We got problems, Vaughn. We found this woman by the plaza who doesn't even know her own name. Well, we couldn't just leave her there like that, so we took her in, but can't expect to look after her forever. Ugh. Sorry, did you need something, Vaughn? I need to see that woman. Oh, do you know? And what would Pinello have to say about that, I'm just teasing you. But what do you need to see her for? None of your damn business. That's probably what I said. An Imperial wants to talk to her. You think he might know who she is? Well, I guess there's not much else to be done. You said he's waiting up in the Magics, right? Go on ahead and I'll meet you there. Unless you want to come with us right now. Sure, let's go. Sure ain't time keep... Blah, 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 blah. You sure you aren't keeping anything from me, Vaughn? Never mind. I'll just ask Kites later. Well, see you there. We get teleported straight there, which is nice. And why are you giving me that look, boy? Don't tell me you bought this woman of yours. Don't tell me you bought this woman of yours. Well, let's see her then. Is it really you? Shyle? Shyle? I could have sworn I'd seen you, but I thought it must be my eyes playing tricks on me. She told us everything. She came from Arcadia to visit her brother. Then once she got here, she went for a walk in the desert to see the sights. The sights of the desert? But she passed out from the heat, and that's when she lost her memory. Only one of my friends visited Rabanasta, and she said she'd seen my brother wasting away in a pub. Okay, that makes sense. With Lord Vane as consul, I knew my brother would never get away with that for long. So I left for Rabanasta as soon as I could. So you came all the way to see me? See me straight? Well, that settles it. From now on, I'll take pride in my work. Good. So you've been sat there, you've just been being lazy? I've been thinking about doing just that for a while. And, well, if it isn't the perfect time to start, if this isn't the perfect time to start, I don't know what is. Thank you ever so much for your help. I only wish there was some way I might repay your kindness. Didn't you say something about finding parts of a medallion in the fountain? What about that? Well, I don't see why not. Though parts of the broken medallion hardly seems like a fitting gift. And I've only one piece. The one piece. That's okay. Me and Kites didn't do much anyway. Yeah, I did all the work. You should take it, Vaughn. You were looking for a medallion, weren't you? Yeah, Vaughn. You're just gonna bring it back to whoever is trying to find it anyhow. You should take it. Yeah, we just thought it'd be neat to have something that a real sky pirate used to have. Well, that's settled. I'll give this to you then. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Just give me the thing. A grimy fragment. Now we gotta head all the way back down into Lowtown. My god, this side quest is going on. Back in Lowtown. Gonna see old Dallin, speak to this boy again. And then once this is done, we should be able to then do the second part of this quest. I hope it doesn't take up too much more of the video, because it's been a lot. Oh, you have found the dull fragment of the medallion. Well, are you going to hand it over or not? Yeah, here you go. Thank you. I cannot imagine what you endured to obtain this. Lots of tedium. You have my gratitude. It's a good thing I didn't do all the chops in Arcades, wasn't it? Oh, you have found the blackened fragment of the medallion. Well, are you going to hand it over or not? There you go. Thank you. I cannot imagine what you endured to obtain this. The grime. Oh, you found the grime. Oh, so we've picked up all 3 bits. Okay. I'm going to hand it over, yes. Thank you. I cannot imagine what you... Blah, 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 blah. Tedium. Ah, yeah, this is the 4th and final fragment. Once these made... this is the 4th and final fragment. These once made up the Medallion of Bravery. Forged in Nabadis, you know. Such medallions were only given to those who had demonstrated their bravery. I shall think you have proven yourself. Yes. Should the mood strike you, you should come to Nabudis. If he also deems you worthy, we may have a new medallion bearer. Yes. Well, it is high time I be off. You have been tremendous aid, my boy. Thank you. So we don't actually get anything for that, which sucks. A curious fellow he is. A curious fellow he is. I wonder what all this business is about, eh? Still, you've come this far, my boy. Might as well see it through. Cheers, Dallin. Good to speak to you, broski. So now we are headed to kick off the next part of this. We're going to the magic shop. Lot of back and forth. Right, so we went to the wrong magic shop. That's not the magic shop we want to go to. We actually want to teleport right now all the way back to Archades. We want to go in that magic shop because that's where luckily, this next little part is going to be all that we're going to be doing. So that's fine. It's a very, what am I trying to say here? The next part of this quest that we're doing right now is very short, so don't worry about it. How to make it this far? Chops of pine, chops of sandal, they're worth more than life itself here. Okay, so we don't want to click that one. We want to click this one. Because that one is going to take us to the next portion of our adventure here. So we don't want to do that. If I'd have done all those pine wood chops, this would be 2 hours of talking to NPCs. I wouldn't be great. And we've can we just skip? No, we can't even skip this. We want to go in the magic shop, which I believe is literally across the way there. Where our matey boy should be. You have to imagine that many moons have gone by now. I mean, not really. We teleported. Now, this is the arms shop. The magic shop is in the next district. What a different... oh, God. What a different feel the city of Archades is compared to Rabanasta. What a different feel. Thankfully, this is going to finish us. I don't know why thankfully like that. Thankfully, this is going to finish us in Archades, so we can just jump straight back into the actual, missions of the game. Where are you, my dude? You should be in here somewhere. Is that you? It is you. Where could my moon silver medallion be? Where? Inquire about this medallion. You would hear of my plight, It is sad, though common. I need money. On thinking, I sold the moon silver medallion. I must have it back. I need of it. But the man who I sold it to, one Otto, is missing. I know where Otto is. Once we ask about it, speak with a man named Otto, but we've got to go all the way back down to old Archades. So we're back and forth between a city and a slum district of that city. Obviously, we're in Rabanasta, then Lowtown. Now we're in the city of Archades and old Archades. How the hell do we even get back to old Archades? Right, old Archades, take me to your Otto. I hope his name is mentioned. Oh, it does say he's in a specific portion. He is in the Alley of Muted Signs. Oh, we're here. So Otto's around here somewhere. Is it you? Do I need to go on the other side here? Otto! My name is Otto, and I like to get blatto. See this? 'Tis a wedding band of moon silver. You didn't have to give me this. Why, your words alone give me joy enough. What are you staring at? Something against cross-class relations? Oh, okay. You're upper crust, she's lower crust. You think that two people from different backgrounds can't share true love? I'll have you know that when I first came down here, it was her who took me in. Without her, I'd still be in a gutter somewhere, friendless. Yeah, like she is. Kindness like hers, you won't find up there in the city. Mark my words. There's There's no place for it. Can't you see? Or are you blinded by your chops? So I said, to the underworld with class, to the underworld with status, and I proposed. Her favourite stories, The Prince of the Moon. The Prince on the Moon, see? So I'm giving her a ring made of moon silver. What? You don't think that's Roman, eh? You're looking for moon silver, a medallion? Well, why didn't you say so? I had to take a chunk off of it for the ring, but this will suffice. It is yours. Moon silver medallion. Right, now we go back to the magic shop. Back in the magic shop. Here's your medallion. I have asked that you not make me speak of this. I told you, I sold the moon silver medallion for... What? You found the medallion? Might I please? I thank you. Without this, I would have been in great disfavour with the Frog King. But, what is this? It is broken. No, this is most unusual. A piece has been taken away, yet the medallion is somehow stronger. This warmth. This is true love. I believe this medallion has been in the presence of a great love. Though its form is diminished, it is rather as if it has been made whole. I return now to the king. I am in your debt. My gratitude be with you. Right, now that's that done. That is that side quest out of the way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go and save it. Okay, guys, I've saved it. And that is actually where I'm going to leave this episode. I know it's a bummer. I know this wasn't the most exhilarating, exciting episode of this series so far. I'm just feeling so run down and so broken. You can see by my face. Look at the state of me. I'm trying hard not to sneeze because it hurts. I really apologise for the really flat episode here of just talking to NPCs. And unless you did enjoy it, in which case, that's great. Thank you. This was a big side quest that we had to do. And luckily, there's some stuff we circumvented in that side quest. I.e. killing the big bomb. I kind of wish we'd have killed the big bomb in this episode. It'd have made this episode a bit more exciting. However, the reason I'm leaving it here is A, I'm feeling so awful. I just need to go and rest, go and lie down and sleep for about 3 weeks. Also, the next portion, now we've got no more side quests to do, and we're probably not going to do side quests for a little bit now. I don't think... Oh, no. I think we might be coming up to side quests in a little bit. Anyway, the next portion of this playthrough is a big bit. It is potentially, whether you know or don't know, the Draculaur Laboratory, which we've heard so much about, and I want to dedicate a whole episode to that, or at least start the episode with that and make it exciting straight out of the gate, rather than jump into it now an hour and whatever into the video. And we're going to get straight into the Draculaur Laboratory from there, and get some really cool story stuff. Maybe some more stuff about both there. Either way, I'm going to go for a lie down. If you enjoyed this episode, then please support the channel by hitting the subscribe button, then click the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up because it really does help, but more importantly, remember to always take it easy.